Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having themselves a mighty fine day. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down so the Ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you when you can stay notified. Let's talk about the Dark Change. And the reason that I'm bringing it up is I have seen this comment pop up in stream, my Twitch chat, live chat, and a couple of comments here and there. And I need to set you guys on the right path because you're wrong. You're wrong on this one. You're wrong on this one. I really do believe that. As of right now, at least, as of this video. And some people have been Bam's energy has been very much like I let my nuts hang. What I believe happened was with the succession of victories that he just had, being able to kind of stand and get the respect of a family head, it's kind of a compounding factor of everything he's been doing from beating a ranker to challenging Calivan to beating White, absorbing Leviathan, injuring Holland, being in the presence of a family head, probably realizing he's just as strong, if not stronger than Hajin Sung and all those things have given him supreme confidence. Thus, you see here, where it's like Lilia was kind of like an elevator asking him, he's like, "Oh no, I don't know," and he had like, and in his head, he's like, "I'm that dude. I'm nice now. I'm confident." Right, and that's starting to bleed out into his behavior. For most people, they heard the title "Dark Change" for the White and Bam fight, and are doing their very best to rationalize and force the issue that this title had some type of meaning outside of the fact that Bam Shinsu, when he's very serious, becomes black and dark and it like absorbs and does weird things. And in conjunction to some of the stuff that we know about Bam that's considered to be monstrous, which some people might equate with maybe evil or, the opposite of justice. Plus, we know Rachel said things like, "I'm afraid of the night, 25th night, yada, yada, yada." I think his true Shinsu quality has something that's probably a little, sort of say, evil about it, that's off-putting to a lot of good guys, so to speak. But people want to use the fact that he beat and absorbed White and went through a dark change to say that this is why he's on this kind of energy now, letting his nuts hang, ready to like fight Ren one on one, feels no type of way about it. And I would argue that in the beginning of season 3, he already showed off this demeanor, being willing to kill the Houndborn, to canine people and things of that nature, and coming across as a little bit darker and more stern. But he always had those moments where you're like, no, this is the Bam that we know. It's just that he's maturing a little bit, ever so surely. And I would just argue this is the next logical step, because why hasn't Rack and or Aguero gone through this change? Aguero, you can argue, and Rack, you can already have a lot of maliciousness in them, sure, but they haven't gotten any darker. They have part of White's power too. Like, I think some of you are trying to force that issue. That's all I'm trying to say. If I got a statement like this, ever since I absorbed White's energy or something, I felt more aggressive. Like, you can do this in ways that make sense. When Peter Parker first got the alien symbiote suit, people around him and even himself started to notice that his like temperament was off. His aggression was up. You had visual and text related statements that made that obvious to the reader. You get what I'm saying? I need something like that to happen in Tower of God before my mind goes in that direction. Like, someone like, ever since Bam's come from the cat tower, he's been moving kind of different. I wonder why. Then we the readers can be like, well, since then he's gotten Leviathan and he's gotten Bam. Maybe one of those two things or a combination of those two things are messing with him emotionally. I just think that SIU has decided to take things a little more seriously, make things a little bit more mature, have a little bit more blood and death and action and things of that nature. And that's why, and as a result of that, Bam kind of shifts and falls into a certain lane that he comes across as a little bit more, I don't know, dark to some people. I personally don't think Bam has been any different. If anything, it's been slight. I've been watching his progression. I mean, I complain about him all the time. I'm gonna notice the smallest differences in his kind of demeanor and character. But I do think some of you are trying to force a dark change. I don't think that's the reason why Bam is like this. I think he now has true confidence in himself. I kind of, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the first time he went to his true self mode, and it seems like he's accepting certain parts about his body and his personality and his upbringing and existence and things like that. But I'll leave it to you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Um, I think there's one more thing I wanted to say about it, but it's not coming to me right now, so I'm gonna let it go. But yeah, just like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment. Patreon gang, you already know what it is. I don't want to be eating ice soup, and you guys are the answer for me not eating ice soup. Shout out to the certified BAM lovers. That's the CBLs. But shout out to the Priests of Fire. That's the certified Brilliant lovers. Are they the real CBL? I don't know. They might be, but definitely got to give the hugest shout out to my tier 3 pledgers. The Fifth Zen Gods. Shout out to Zyler Scotty, Zodiac Nemiko, Zachary Cooper, Urek Mazzino, Tino Brown, Ticos, Sonny Kathapali, Simi, Scobe, Revenant, Reese Dijon, Raft ZB, Maury, Lazy Dragon, Johnny Rogers, Irene Sharda, Triss, Childish Nujabes, Andrew, Allen, and Big Abdel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'm moving on from ice soup to ice sandwiches. We on the come up. Yeah.